The moral judgment of psychopaths. Are psychopaths capable of making moral judgments? Psychopaths are usually considered to be lacking sense, but to this day, researchers have failed to find a difference in the moral judgments between psychopaths and non-psychopaths. This has to do with the fact that they mimic society to try to fit in, but they are not who they say they are. In my podcast, they explore the topic of rape. We can tell that rape is wrong, but psychopaths mimic our reactions towards it, and they can say that rape is wrong, but don't really believe it. They have trouble identifying what's right from wrong. They know that things like rape are wrong because they see how we treat it, but they don't feel that it's wrong and they don't really care. If a psychopath is asked if they would murder someone or steal something, they would say no. They know that these things are against the law, and they can identify that the consequences of those crimes would result in jail time. They understand that. However, if asked if they think that these things are wrong, they would say no. They do not believe that these things are wrong. If someone has a reason for killing someone that makes sense to a psychopath, they will agree with the reasoning of the murder. This is a video of an example of a psychopath's way of thinking. Then I'm going to start at 37.
What the variation of the dilemma is. Imagine that you are a transplant surgeon, okay? And you have 5 patients all in need of a transplant, okay? So heart, lungs, whatever, okay? And they're all going to die if they don't get that transplant. But there are no matching donors available, okay? Just by chance, a young traveller happens to walk past your surgery one day for just a regular checkup. And it turns out, hypothetically, that he is a direct match for all 5, okay? Now imagine that you are the transplant surgeon. Imagine if there was no comeback to you, if that traveller somehow disappeared, okay? Would it be right to kill that young traveller in order to take his 5 organs to transplant them into your 5 patients, okay? Now, okay, most people, again, it's the 5 and 1 life scores, exactly like the trolley problem, but most people would say absolutely not. No, you know, that's just not right. It's ethically not right to kill that person. But I've given this to psychopathic killers, and they've said, well, actually, you know what? Imagine if you were the families of those 5 guys. You know, one life lost, is it really that bad when you're saving 5 others? You know, what if that guy was an evil terrorist and the 5 guys who needed the transplants were peace workers or aid workers, for instance? Would that make it any different?
So that's kind of an idea of how psychopaths judge things and how their minds work in situations like that. Psychopaths are compulsive liars. They will say anything to make you believe them. Once again, they don't have any sense of right and wrong, so they can't be trusted. Almost everything out of their mouth is a lie because they don't know how to process that lying is bad. Researchers compared psychopathic men and regular men and found that structures in their brain that are associated with the emotion, they show reduced connectivity, therefore meaning that they feel less emotion and sympathy than regular people. In conclusion, researchers are still trying to figure out the real differences between the moral judgments of psychopaths compared to regular people. Thank you.